Hey everybody, welcome back to Manor Road Studio, home of the Alive podcast, where I'm living a dream. I really am. Got my Hope Rock here, got my dream sign on the wall, and when you feel like quitting, remember why you started, hanging on to that wall. So everywhere I go, I've got something positive coming into my brain. Last night, Chris and I went to a gala called Women of Hope. We live in Jackson, Tennessee, and it's a really, really neat place where women can go get help for addiction. It's a long-term residency program. You're there for 12 months. And last night at this gala, they brought in 28 women that had gone through the program and how it had impacted their lives. And I share that with you for a reason. So oftentimes when we're down and out and we can't see the trees for the forest and we think that there's absolutely no way we can get ourselves out of the mess that we find that we're in. And that's simply not true. If you live your life in the past, yes. But there's an old quote that says, don't look back because you're not going that way. And that's so important to figuring out how to live life forward. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that there are people watching this that are in a really heck of a mess, whether it's financially, physically, relational, spiritual. So often we get caught up and mired in the muck, not so much because we don't have the strength to get out, because we have the fear to stay where we're at. Fear is a very powerful motivator. And if you scroll through Facebook or read much into spirituality, or maybe you go to a church that preaches fire and brimstone, all fear does is lock somebody into place. You've heard of people that confess to a crime they didn't commit because the coercion and the fear forced them to take the deal versus going before a jury and facing a possible longer sentence. So fear leads us to thinking negatively. You remember when you were a kid and there was this thing on the playground called the monkey bars? And you went one, another one. Every now and then you might stop and keep going. But you didn't do the monkey bars backwards. It was a one-way thing. And that's actually life. We cannot change the past any form or fashion. It has happened. The clock can't unwind. So it's imperative that we learn to live our lives forward. This is something else I want you to think about. Two words, fear and faith. Fear makes you think that something bad is going to happen, or even the potential for something bad could happen. Faith is the belief that something good could happen. There's a huge difference in the two, and I'm not using this at all to have faith in something spiritual. You can use it that way, that's fine. I am saying this. If you live your life with fear, you have zero chance of ever living to be the person you could possibly be. Everything you've done in the past has brought you to this moment. Maybe you've screwed up a magnitude of times, so much so that everyone around you is done. They don't want nothing else to do with you. They don't want no more I'm sorry's. All you do is look at them and get, yeah, I told you what would happen if you did X, and you did X. Okay, we're still right here, right now. Everything you've done can be a stepping stone for the future. It can be a firm platform to stand on and used as your wisdom to not go back to which you came. Sounds difficult, doesn't it? And it is. I watched these women last night, these 28 women who faced impossible odds Again, their family was finished with them. They lost their jobs, their car, their home, their kids. They lost it all. They were hopeless. Yet they were thrown a life preserver. But still, they made the choice to grab it. Several of these women had been through a multitude of rehab programs, been in and out of courts their whole life. But for whatever reason, this HOPE program stuck. And I'm sharing that with you because I want you to realize that no matter what you've lost, what you've done, it's not over. Success comes to those who refuse to quit. Failure comes to those who make excuses to why they can't be successful. I'm a believer in you. That doesn't really matter unless you're a believer in you. The person staring back at the glass is the person that's the most important in your life. You're the only one that can make the changes to effectuate a way of living your life forward. Now, you can shut off this video and go, oh yeah, it all sounded good, but it's a hopeless case for me. No. The only way it's a hopeless case for you is for you to choose that. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can make that choice for you. You're the greatest miracle that has ever been created. And it's up to you to believe it. I'm going to share a story with you that I've shared many times before, whether it's a blog, a podcast, or talking to someone in person. There's a little boy walking down the beach right before sunrise, and he's picking up starfish and he's throwing them back in the ocean. This man walks along and goes, son, what are you doing? He said, well, the sun's about to come up and it's going to be a hot day, and if I don't pick up these starfish and throw them back in the ocean, they'll scorch and burn to death. The man said, son, have you looked around you? There's miles and miles of beach and hundreds of thousands of starfish. Do you really think your effort can make a difference? The little boy bent down and he picked up a starfish and he tossed it into the ocean. He looked at the man and go, I made a difference to that one. That's life. My goal was to make a difference in your life. Not so much because something I said, but because of an action you'll take. It's been often said that so many people die at the age of 25, we just don't bury them till they're 70. People die while they're alive because they lose hope. You know exactly what I mean. It's time to resurrect the body that's walking around with skin on it and put life back in it. It's time to turn hopelessness into hope. And the only way to do that is by living your life forward. Remember, you can't change a single thing that happened to you 30 seconds ago, much less 10 years ago. But you can do a whole heck of a lot when you decide that you're worthy. I will not give up. I'm going to give it my best no matter what. And my life is going to amount to something. And when it does, I'm going to help somebody else make their life amount to something too. Hey, I'm Dale. Look me up on Facebook, Dale Shortis. Send me a message, email dalechortis@icloud.com. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like if you don't mind. Leave me a comment. If there's something going on in your life that you'd like to discuss, throw it out there. I'll be glad to discuss it on the air. Who knows? I might have an opinion that helps, and I might have an opinion that doesn't do much good at all. Nevertheless, though, it's always happy to bring you something from the Alive podcast. I truly am living a dream every single day. I'm proud to be here, and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.